We are back once again. Let's go over the best strategy or the best packs, I guess you could say, to use for your pre-order points. There's multiple different strategies that you can take into this. You can prioritize coins. You can prioritize the field pass. If you're prioritizing the field pass, that is prioritizing rewards through the whole season and not just today. I'm going to go over each pack, and if I think it's a good offer or a bad offer, we're going to start with that. Then we're going to go over the premium field pass. I do think that is the best thing to buy, and I'm going to go over why when we go to it. But let's start with right here, the Scheme Starter Bundle. This is really good for 3,550 points. That is this right here, offense and defense, but together in one for cheaper. Instead of spending, let's do the math on that, 1,990 times 2, you would spend an extra 430 extra points buying both of these. For that, you could almost buy a weekly platinum pack or a weekly booster pack for the amount extra you would spend buying it separate. So do not buy it separate. I also don't know why there's 2 offensive and 2 extra offensive than there is defensive. That don't make sense to me because that says 8 remaining and 6 remaining. Don't know why it's like that. EA, y'all don't know what y'all are doing there. But this gives you the offense and defense, gives you 18 uncommon and 12 rare. That is a big W. And what's in those packs? Offensive gives you 1 of 8 individual offensive scheme starter packs, each containing 3 times 77, 3 times 78, 379, and 280, 181, 182, 183, and 182 overall rare plat player. So that is a really good offer. I think those go for about 140,000 coins or somewhere like that. So if you buy that, that's about 280,000 coins. But that's almost all your points. You won't have enough for the premium field pass anymore. But you could buy this for 3,550. Then go buy the weekly plat pack. It's not a bundle. That will put you at 4,040. And then the weekly booster pack is 490 also. I do think this has 2 offers, but if you do what I just said and you buy the Scheme Starter Bundle, then go buy the weekly plat pack, then the weekly booster pack, that's 4,530, and you get 4,600 from the pre-order. That's a big W. You'll have 70 left over. You can just leave that. If you're buying points throughout the year, that's fine. If you're no money spent, you'll be at 70 for the rest of the year. That's okay too. But that gives you 3 offers. The weekly booster pack is a 5% chance at an 85 plus. That's not great. 13% at an 84 plus. Yeah, it's 180 plus, 2 73 pluses, and 2 70 pluses. That is not a great offer, a great pack. But if you're only with that, that's not bad. I personally would do a Scheme Starter Bundle and 2 of the weekly plat packs and not the weekly booster pack. That is where I would go with my points, because this is 1 of 3 75 plus plats, which the odds are 49% at an 80 plus. That is a really good offer if you want to go that route. Then you also have some other packs like a sophomore and a junior pack. I would stay away from both of those, and I would not open them with coins either. The rare platinum pack, I don't like its value for 2,750 unless you're just buying this and going and buying both of these and the plat pack that's behind these. That's going to cost you about 1,900 points for the 3 of these, and then you'll be able to still go buy this, hopefully. I don't know the exact math on how much all 3 of these cost. I know the first 2 cost 490. So if you start at 4,600 and you minus 490 twice, and then also take away 2,750 points. That leaves you with 870. So you might not be able to do the third one in this step, but you could have 870 points left for something else if you wanted to go that route. I don't mind this over here. Right here, recruit bundle for 300 points is not horrible. Yes, it is only one fantasy choice of 68 pluses, one of two, and 9 times 65 plus. Yes, the odds are not great. It is a 21% out of 79 plus though. So don't get me wrong there. You got a chance. The 68 plus overall fantasy pack is 16% chance out of 78 plus. You can go ahead and use all your points for this. If you decided to do that, that's 4,600 divided by 300. That is 15 of these that you can open. If you want to use your points for that, I don't hate that at all. I think I would personally go the premium field pass over this, but I do have this ranked right behind it, going with 15 of these, just because I think you're going to get a lot of good pulls. A lot of the golds sell for a lot, and you do get 9 cards to sell in the fantasy. So 10 total cards to sell is not horrible. I have the coins to open one of these. Let's show you one of them real quick. It might not be the smartest thing to do with coins. You might want to be doing it 100% with points, but I don't mind showing you guys real quick. We get a 71 running back. Not great. Okay. And a rare 81 overall center. That is a W. That is just 300 points if you would have done that. Plus, you still get the 965 pluses. That is a big pull. Can sell that for about 20. We're going to do 28.5. That's a W. Let's open the times 9 65 pluses and see what we get. I would love to see something. We're going to start off with a 66. You're going to get a lot of 66, that area. That's not bad. We made profit and we got a lot of different cards that we can use. Maybe the 70, 72 might play. I don't know. But a lot of these cards are just going to be used for sets. That was not a great pack, but we profited. So I am happy there. Again, that is an option for you. Our high was a 72. And that 9 times 65, I mean, you see the odds. We didn't even hit the 92% on that pack. We didn't hit the 58%, the 21%. Our high was a 72. So you got options there, hopefully. If you open them, they go good. Level offers, I do think that's not a bad choice for 450 right here. The odds are 34% out of 81 plus. I like that right there. 79 plus is 70% is not horrible either. Contains your choice of one of two 76 plus overalls and 3 times 68 plus. That's not horrible. If you want to do that, jump on it. It's only 450. It at least gives you options. We went over all of these. Again, you cannot do the sophomore bundle, but this is not horrible if you want to add some more points and maybe open it. I just don't like that. Then you have the early access packs. I would stay away from these. I don't like them, not for the point total. You do get a 60% chance at an 80 plus. I've seen a lot of these opened and not hit that 80 plus. I would stay away from that. Early access B&D pack, stay away from that too. It's not worth the 1,500 points for 5 of these. Just don't do it. Not worth it. So again, the scheme starter bundle is really good. Weekly plat, really good. Recruit bundle, amazing value if you get good pulls. So I'm actually going to put that behind the scheme starter because of how bad that pack was. We're going to rank that 3rd. And the scheme starter number 2. And number 1 is the premium field pass. I do think it's the most important thing to buy. It's just that good. We'll go over it right here. If we hit buy premium field pass, it'll give you 61 premium rewards for buying it. That is amazing. You get some instant rewards. If you have the points, it's only 1,500. I would start there. Then you have 3,100 points left to still use. And you get so many good rewards. Team packs, Season 1 Uncommon B&D. Then if you go backward, you get trophies, coins, stadium packs. Another 80 overall B&D Premium Fantasy Pack. If we go even farther back, uniform. There's a lot of good ones. Another Season 1 Uncommon B&D Fantasy Pack. You already saw, if you saw my last pack opening, I got an 84 overall pull in this. I really think it's a must buy if you have the points. If you have the pre-order points, buy it ASAP. 79 overall, you get a second one. This one's a Premium Fantasy Pack. Your choice of one of three. This one was the original. I don't know what's the difference between Premium Fantasy Pack. I think it's just because it's the Premium Pass. I don't think there's actual difference. Team Playbook Pack, coins, trophies, instant reward at the start. I've seen a lot of LTDs pulled right here. 80 plus overall B&D Premium Fantasy Pack. I've seen Ricky Williams in this pack a lot. If you want to buy it, do it ASAP. Yes, it's B&D, but it's still an LTD on your team. So let me know which one you're buying. I think I'm going to do the Premium Field Pass, and I don't know yet what I'm going to do after that, but this is my main focus, is the Premium Pass. I'm out, though. Peace!